Hey everyone, Simon here again today for the Modern Awakened Perspective, your map for the path to enlightenment. And I've got a couple videos for you today. The first one is about the crooked county State's Department attorney, Kim Foxx. She's definitely been in the news a lot here recently because of her dropping the charges against Jussie Smollett and basically exposing the type of corruption that goes on there, you know, and probably not just there, but in many places across the country. But hers is so blatant that it's definitely all in the news. So before I get into the story, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you hit the little bell, you'll get notified when I put out new videos, and all those things help people find this kind of information down the road when they search for it. So, like I said, this is about Kim Foxx, but also a couple other little twists in the story. So watch all the way through, and you'll get some good info. So, Kim Foxx supposedly had recused herself from the case, but it turns out that she actually did not recuse herself. How does that work, you ask? Well, she's saying, and her representatives are saying, that she used the term colloquially rather than legally, and whatever that's really supposed to mean. Basically, she said she just said that for effect, for the public's consumption, but never actually went through the steps of recusing herself. Interesting on the surface there, that by itself. But the juicy part of this video, you might say, is that Kim Foxx faces up to 20 years in prison if she's convicted of the corruption that's so obvious in this case. Also, City Attorney Edward Siskel wrote a letter to Smollett's team of lawyers that said that the city of Chicago requires immediate payment of over $130,000 for the cost of the investigation into his false police report of that hate crime hoax that he perpetrated. And let's see if they get paid for that. I'm sure the money is not an issue, considering who all could be implicated in this case. So the money will probably get paid pretty fast, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think. Please feel free to comment in the comment section below. Now, yesterday, I retweeted a couple tweets from a Chicago-based investigator that showed that other people who had filed false police reports in Chicago had a horrible time with the judicial system there and had to jump through tons and tons of hoops. So when the state's attorney Kim Foxx said that Jussie Smollett received no special treatment, that was blatantly a false statement and a gigantic lie, because other people who filed false police reports, which were had much smaller ramifications on the city of Chicago and the nation, received a much greater sort of punishment and had to deal with much more scrutiny than Smollett did. So the saying that he received no special treatment is definitely false. Like I said, I retweeted a couple examples of that myself yesterday. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's the Modern Awakened Perspective on Twitter as well. So also, Illinois State Assemblyman Michael McAuliffe introduced a bill into the state legislature that would punish film companies for doing business with Smollett. The companies would lose their tax credits for employing him. So you can see that not only the mayor and the police chief and just all sort of other politicians and representatives from the city of Chicago cannot stand Jussie Smollett, and all know he's guilty and want him punished. The only person that skipped the protocol and tried to circumvent the judicial system was Kim Foxx. And like I said, the juicy part of this video here is that she faces up to 20 years in prison if convicted of the so blatant corruption. So, like I said, the comment section is open. I'd love to hear what you guys feel about this. But that's the story from my perspective, and I'm sure there'll be more information to come. See you on the next one.